We are here at 47, a gallery in the Milky Way, and that's Toronto, by the way. And I'm here with my friend and local artist, Rader, who is a painter who was in the notable fame of being in the first Art List Professionals group exhibit. Hi, Ryan.
Hello.
And you've got a big show coming up in September at Sleeping Giant Gallery.
That's correct, yes.
And you were talking the ambition of having 10 brand new large paintings for this exhibit.
Yes, it's a little daunting, but I'm up for the challenge.
But you're fairly prolific. You have a lot of work from what I've seen.
I did.
I did.
Yeah, I've sold quite a few lately, so that's why I'm creating a brand new body of work and to create it a little more cohesively that way. So, very excited.
Okay, well we'll be there,
Okay.
heckling you. So.
I look forward to it.
Okay, and we're here with Dennis Lin's work, and Dennis is one of the directors of this gallery, and here's why. This is a large, it reminds me of like a Platycolosaurus or some sort of, tale of the largest herbivore in history or something, preserved at a museum. Or, it could be, the perfect $6 million bionic tree that they're making better. I don't know. It's got this sort of clinical museum academic feel about it, with like a heavy evidence or sympathy of craft in the making of it.
Mm.
What are your first impressions?
My first impression, I thought of body worlds, so the dissection of and the slicing up of the bodies.
Oh yeah.
At the Science Center in Toronto that hosted. It's quite remarkable, so you get to see the internal structure. It's really neat.
Well, and it kind of, the internal structure is kind of neat, and we should emphasize that there's a nice sort of cavern that's emphasized by the ribs created by the dissection of the cutaways, but it's not the interior that really is exciting about this piece, I think, as much as the really formidable edges. There. I mean, I'm really dreading getting my nostril caught on one of these wooden barnacles or something like that. And besides, there's no rings. I can't tell how old this tree is.
I did want to crawl through it when I first saw it, though.
Yeah. I mean, what would Freud say about that? I don't know if that's intentional. Let's get a little closer here. I mean, I believe personally that art is all about texture, sort of how you would physically feel to be interacting with it as an object or an image or otherwise. So this, I just want to run up and down it in childish, gleeful abandon and rub my hands all along it, which would probably ensure that I had to paint with my feet or teeth for the rest of my life if I did that. What do you think, Ryan?
I would agree.
Yeah, it's very tempting. And I'm not even convinced that this is the same tree.
It's quite remarkable.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's just the one word. Is quite. Oh, this is quite remarkable. So, if you can do this, you can do 10 paintings.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'm not even sure this is wood. I mean,
I don't know. I was debating that myself. Can we touch it?
I don't know. This will be an exclusive. Excuse me. Are we allowed to touch the art?
Yeah.
Okay, you should always ask before you do that. So, thank you. Okay. All right. Commence touching, Brian.
Feels like wood.
Okay. Then we are not being tricked. Now, there's a nice wooden smell in here from a wood-burning stove, which sort of enhances the presence of it, but I don't think it's coming from this. And the other sort of like, I don't know, sort of goth element of this is like these giant meat hooks, or wood hooks, meat wood hooks, something. It's like that. I mean, there's a I don't know what to call it, but there's a genre of art where basically it's objects with a variance, and you just present them in order, right? And this is what do I like about this is it actually makes up a really interesting shape as a whole.
It's a sequential value to it, where each piece is.
Yeah, each piece looks like it's about to go under a giant tree microscope.
Well, that's what I was thinking, getting up close to the texture and picturing myself on a landscape.
Yeah. Well,
Peaks and valleys.
there's a lot of detail to look at close up, but the concept is very meta-friendly. I just said that to be, hoity-toity. What do you think? Meta-friendly?
I think so.
Okay.
It really excites my mind.
Yeah, me too. All right, and this is on till March the 5th at Gallery 47 of 47 Milky Way near Dufferin and Queen.